All right, so I got another video for you. When I was, like I said the other day, when I was up in Lilydale, New York, excuse me, talking with Michelle White Dove, her husband, Shantae, she was like looking at me with eyes like intensity when she was talking to me about this treasure hunt stuff. She's like, Joe, you know how I am on the ground. You put me there, I'll find it. If it's buried, I'll find it. And I'm like, psh, I know you won the show in 2007. You don't gotta tell me. You found things, hidden things. So, hidden people, for God's sakes. She helped a treasure hunter off the coast of Florida, which I thought I told you guys about this not that long ago. Because a little while back, we were talking a little bit about this stuff. And Shantae's like, oh, yeah. She's like, oh, yeah, Joe. She's like, I think she told me the guy's name. I don't remember now. But she's like, oh, yeah, he's found a wreck off the east coast of Florida, which, in case you guys don't know, it's called the Treasure Coast for a reason. Different fleets from different periods of time have crashed, broke apart there. Some offshore ways, some right offshore, like you could swim to it. Some still haven't been recovered at all. Anyways, this guy found an area that he was, magging, magnetometer, dove a site, found what he felt like was a wreck, found a little bit of coinage, if you will, a little bit of treasure. And that was that. So he comes to her, brings her a map of the water, the area, and says, here's where I've been, searching, and, basically, do you feel there's anything there? If so, where? And she points basically to the ship he had already did a recovery on. The mark, not the ship, but the mark on the map where the ship had sunk. And he goes, I already found that one. Already got that. She goes, no, there's more there. You didn't get it all. Go back to that same one. So he does, and I'm not sure if he's doing the old prop wash thing, where they have these little, what they call mailboxes. They put it, it's a U shape, whatever, and when you turn the propeller on, the motor, it shoots the, pulse or whatever, the force down, the jet stream, whatever that it creates, that normally would propel the boat forward, it pushes it down and blows like holes out underwater. Now, if you're just offshore, that's easy to do. But if you're out 20, 30, 40, 50 feet of water, you can't do that. You have to have an actual hose kind of a thing that is attached to that you can bring down there and do that. Anyways, he goes back, digs deeper, so to speak, finds a bunch more. Goes back to her again to tell her, thank you, I found it. Got some more. And I maybe want to know if there was anything else somewhere nearby, whatever. Didn't bring her even a single coin to say, you know what, thanks. In his mind, I paid you your fee as a psychic. You're happy I gave you business. I'm happy I found what I was looking for. But again, that pisses me off. It makes me mad. You just found potentially millions, maybe hundreds of thousands. I don't know. One coin. Some of these coins, 200 plus K. Some of them 20, 30, 40, 50 K. One coin, which is essentially an ounce of silver, so to speak, or thereabouts. An ounce of gold. But it's the historical value. It's, 400 years old, 300 years old. Brings it way up. So you're talking probably millions. Dude, if I, $500 reading, extra long reading, whatever, and you find me a damn treasure, I'm coming back with a sack of that treasure to say, here's a tip. I just don't understand what's wrong with people. It pisses me off. So that's another story. Then, as I said the other day, the Australian guy still, maybe he's not watching all my videos, didn't hear it, hadn't got contacted by him yet. Trying to figure out who that was. That lost his password to his crypto wallet, is waiting 2 months because, the line is long with these psychics, and especially Michelle White Dove, and, as good as she is, and the fact that they feel sick one day, I don't feel good, I didn't recover, I did too many readings, they got to recover, gets pushed back, happens all the time. With all of them, all psychics. She helped them find a recovery. She said, I'm going to give you a phrase, and it's going to jog your memory. You'll know exactly what it is. All right? It's something you tell your wife on her anniversary. Oh, got it. I think it was something like that. I don't remember the exact phrase, but it was like, Boom. Oh my God, I got it. I got it. I got it. Yep, that was it. Oh my God, thank you. Got access to his crypto wallet. All I'm saying is, and I've said this before, I got my Patreon account going. I've already told them, just like I've said it here probably one other time, I think, maybe twice now, that I got my guy Mike working at my job. He's doing a very good job. He's doing great. He's going to replace me at some point. I can't sit here and tell you, is it 1 month from now? Is it 2 months, 3 months, 5 months? My job wants me to stay bad as long as I can. But I'm telling them, you don't need two of us. Why you want to spend money on both of us, right? Now, I'll stay for as long as I can. But damn it, when some treasure hunt's coming up, and that's why I'm doing this video, whether I take time off unpaid or whatever, or it's time to say, okay, you know, we schedule something out a month from now or 2 months or whatever, and I take a vacation and, you know, another vacation to go do it or whatever it takes. All I'm saying is that I have an opportunity to go hang with Michelle White Dove, her husband, and Shantae, her assistant, and Pete will be there too. And we're going to find potential treasures of not, well, heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another, you've been messing around. But no, there's actual history for sure. Like, this is a good one. Let's see if we can find it. And there's several of those. And I've got one. And I saw it on Unsolved Mysteries as a kid. And it was fascinating to me. And I thought, man, that was really cool. So my guy, Joe, the movie guy, the guy is just like, he's one of these, not a Cliff High, because Cliff High is how he does his thing, woo-woo stuff. But this is that guy who just got a damn story for everything. I mean, a real story. He was either there, part of it, filmed it, you know, like, what the? So I'm talking about a little bit of this stuff, and he's like, oh, dude, we were going to do a series, a little documentary series. We were hired for a year. I brought the crew out. We're diving into, you know, in the tunnels, and we're going down old mine shafts, and we're finding, you know, I'm like, on the treasure thing that I'm talking about? He's like, yeah. Dude, you were there? You know the such and such family? Yes, I know their kids now. They've passed on. I know the kids. What? So I had a nice lengthy conversation with him last night. And I said, listen, Michelle White Dove, she is a freaking boss on site. Put her on site. If there's something there, first of all, she can usually pick up on it without her even being there. Show her a map, and then, oh, there is something there. At that point, we need to go there. So she can walk the property and say, this is the spot. So what started out as, hey, we'd like to do this, might be turning into, we're fixing to go do something here in the near future. So I talked to Pete this morning, talked to Joe last night. He just gave me an update. Joe, movie guy, he talked to his guy, who is of Indian descent, who he made friends with. Very kind person, very nice guy. Loves to go out and do this stuff. That's all he does. I'm not going to tell you the area yet, or the particular treasure yet, because that's remaining sealed at this point, that information. But I asked him last night, dude, you got any spots left over? I know some stuff has been recovered and found and whatever, but it was an area that there's some history for a long time. So there's probably more reasons, you know, more potential treasures, so to speak, in a few different areas over in that region. And he says, yeah, my guy, so-and-so, the Indian guy, you know, or half Indian, whatever, you know, I don't know what he is, but he's got an investor right now that he's going to go work a site with in about a month from now. So he says, it'd be good for you to do your thing with Michelle to at least see if she can. He's like, he's going to send me the map of the area. All I needed is like GPS format, you know, like a Google Earth, not GPS, but Google Earth, like 20 square miles, 10 square miles, whatever. Like, give me that. If she scans it and says, yes, it's there, we are probably going to go within 30 days. Okay? Because this contract starts in 30 days for this other investor for him to go check this out. We could stop all that, make a deal with this guy, which Joe has already told him, we're all going to, we'll split this. You know, we're not going to, no one's going to get cheated. It's, you know, it's all good people. and we're going to go. This is one of the most fascinating treasure stories, by the way. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on my channel. Not that I talk about treasure stories, but it just fascinates the hell out of me. And I'm like, I'd love to go do that. Man, I want to do that. I might have an opportunity to go do that. So he's sending me the information today, the map and everything. I'm going to take that map. And it's just, again, it's just a Google Earth image is all it is. I'm going to send it to Pete and Shantae. Have Michelle scan this as next possible thing. She's going to do the conference call, so to speak, with Pete this weekend. It won't take long at all because it's just like, all right, map number 1, anything? Nope. Map number 2, oh, yep. Okay, good. Put that one on the side. Map number 3, yep. So what I'm telling you is this might be becoming a reality way faster than I thought. And I'm about to get crazy excited here. So I mean, I just got text, email, like, whoa. I'm like, yes, all right. I need to do a video. I didn't tell them about this. So for those who are my patrons, I told you guys a while ago, and I didn't say it just to say it. I told you this the first time I mentioned this about treasure stuff. I said, look, if we even do this stuff with the treasure stuff and we find something, I'm going to get a cut of that, obviously. Whatever my cut is, I'll take a portion of that and say, hey, patrons, you helped fund me because they're paying every month. It's like my, like I said, I'm trying to provide crypto news and other news, cool stuff. But this is another side of it. So I'm like, I'll throw you, I'll know, it depends on how much we find. If we find stuff, right? Do I just give everybody, all right, I've got 700, whatever. People, here's what that equals. Oh, I've got that many, but there ain't enough to give out. Let's take 10 or 20 people and randomize it. And you guys just want a little tiny, mini lottery, so to speak. It would all depend on what we find. My thing, though, is to be clear, as I said before, I'm not saying that anybody who's a patron, like, that's why you should sign up. Sign up because you're now a partnership with the treasure company. That's not what this is. If you're signed up under Patreon for me, all you're saying is, Joe, I appreciate you, and I'm paying for your information of crypto and other stuff. This treasure thing is not a commitment, a contract. You're just going to say, look, I've been following Joe for a while. If he says something, he's not going to lie. Which means if I do find some damn treasure, I will spread the wealth a little bit. And again, I don't know what the percentage is or what I'm going to do. I have to see what the hell it is, first of all. But I've got literally the world's best finder of things, psychic, walk the place and find stuff, who is a great friend of mine now. And all this stuff, I'm like, are we seriously about to go on a hunt? Like, it might be about to go down, my friends. And the guy the Indian, has all kinds of the Polarises, the off-road vehicles, the four-wheelers, he's got it all. All we need to do is show up. He's been tracking these lands, doing this stuff for fun, the weekends. He has a day job too. He would love to at some point retire and just focus on this stuff. Could you imagine if J Snip 4 strikes again with his connections, meet this person, meet that person, psychic this, all this path laid out. And of all people you'd like to help, wouldn't it be an Indian? Land stolen, government come in, steal their property. I mean, you know what I'm saying? White man comes in, let's do trades. We're giving him measles to kill him. It's all infected on the blankets. Here you go. Hey, friends, right? Friends. Here you go. Killing him off. Like, come on. So if I could have something to do with that guy, all of us finding treasure, first of all. But, one of the guys is a legit dude that Joe, my buddy Joe, says he is legit. He is a great guy. He's a great friend of ours. Some of the people we work with when we were filming the thing, which it never made the light of day, by the way. It never even got broadcast. They paid, everybody got paid, and it never made it on TV. They didn't find anything, by the way. This was years ago. But he's got, we got the footage. We still got all that stuff. He's like, I was there rigging up stuff to put people down. And he's like, because he was a stunt guy previously. So he knows about all that stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be so cool. So he's like, that's the guy. He's legit. He's real. He's a good guy. Like, he's got a family man. He's the guy. Out of all the stuff, this guy was a shyster. I ended up finding out that this guy lied and this guy did this. No longer, that guy's actually in jail. This one's that, I'm like, damn. He's like, but this dude, the Indian, solid. The whole time we're just there. We're trying to do this. He was real. He was legit. So I'm like, awesome. That's who we want in this process. I got Pete, legit. Michelle and them, legit. 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 Myself, legit. We are all coming together. There's not some greed thing. Oh, you know, the old saying in the water treasures is, when gold comes in the front door, friendships go out the back. That is not the case here. You know, so anyways, I'm psyched. There might be something going on. Pete's going to do the talk with Michelle, the reading, so to speak, to see if anything clicks, if it's been all taken, if it's anything there. Nope. If nothing's there, listen, I love all you guys. Joe, tell your guy. And that probably ain't going to stop him from checking because, you know, your mind thinks something's there. You're going to think it's there regardless of what a psychic thinks. But I think we might be on to something. And I get this book in the mail finally that someone told me to get. I'm on the first or second chapter, you know, of Treasure Stories. All about, I forget what the hell the area was called. Part of it goes to Texas. I think some of it's in Arizona. Some's over here, you know. But it was a corridor of when, you know, from back into the Aztec days even and whatever, they were trekking this. And when the conquistadors would come and try to take, you know, over their stuff, they would flee up north to what is now USA. And on the way, they'd bury stuff and hide stuff and things like that. So I have a sneaky suspicion that there's plenty out there that hasn't been found yet, even in this area, even though I know for a fact, documented, some stuff has been found. But I think there's going to be a lot there. I really do. I really just feel it. So anyways, this book, I'm like, as I'm talking to Joe, I'm like, whoa, what did you say the name of that thing was? Oh, I just got this book tonight. I was taking a crap, reading it. And that exact name that you just said is in here. Not in the same state, by the way, but it's... And I said, that one, for some reason, was sticking out to me. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll hang on to that one. You know, maybe I'll send that one as part of the map. Hey, Pete, let's do this as, you know, we're going to give her like 3 different ones. And I'll tell you the first one. The Phineas thing, whatever his name is, that said, you know, he had a couple $1 million or something worth of gold and jewels and things he buried out in the hiking area of whatever forest, you know, the Phineas Forest, whatever his name is. And he says, yeah, it's still out there, you know, he thinks, you know, hasn't been back up there. He's old now. Unless someone found it and didn't say anything. So what we're going to do, because we've got an area, again, we're pretty sure we're rough estimate. Michelle, is it there? Has it been found? If yes or no, he never buried it, the guy's full of crap. Or, no, it's still there. And it's a guy who was older, him at the time, could walk there with this thing lugged on his back and backpack, whatever, and bury it. Means we could all easily go out there and walk it and find it. Like, we're not climbing mountains, you know what I'm saying? That's target number 1. Target number 2 has now been changed, which we were looking at 2 or 3 or 4 other targets. And we're like, no, this one that I'm talking to you about with my buddy Joe and the Indian, that's target number 2. And we have a 3rd and a 4th as well. And if this goes down, oh my God, I'm like, it's going to be so cool. So I just had to give you an update because this just happened rapid fire last night, this morning. I was like, whoa, I know we're just kind of talking about maybe doing this in the future. But again, when I saw Michelle that night, she's like, with an intensity, like staring through my damn soul, through my eyes, like she know, like, you know, like, are you looking at me like I was crazy, like thinking like, you think I'm crazy, you know, like, I'll find this, you know, like staring into my soul. And I'm like, I know, this is exciting, because I was like, oh, does she really want to go do that? Is she really going to go outside and, you know, riding 4-wheelers and go find, you know, is she? Yeah, she's down to clown, son. So stay tuned. Any updates? Like if Pete gets back to me Saturday and says, oh my God, Joe, dude, this is great news. Target 1 still there. Target 2. There's several, you know, I'm going to be pretty freaking excited. So I'll keep you up to date on that. Patrons, you guys obviously will know too, because I'll be posting things in my Patreon channel again from time to time as things come across. I won't be posting specifics even in Patreon of where I'm going and dates. Like, that's not happening. Just for obvious reasons. You got to keep that stuff private and secure. But you will know. Guys, wink. Going on a little treasure hunt. See you guys in a few weeks or days or whatever. I'll keep you up to date filming while I'm out here. Won't tell you where, just this undisclosed location as we film. And I mean me filming, like camera, you know. Actually, this is one I use. This is a really good, it's a Sony A6000, I think. Different lenses can go on. Video as well, though, is quite good. But if I do something like that, I'll be honest, I think I might go get a little, you know, either a shoulder mount or a little something. Because we're going to film this, my friends. This is going to be filmed. But I was talking to Joe like, well, what about another documentary series? Like, but I thought, nope. Let's have her find something first. If this woman finds something, Michelle White Dove finds something, and I'm documenting it with my own cameras. It's all we need to see. You don't think Discovery Channel or someone will be beating our doors down? You guys found a treasure? Yeah, how'd you find it? A psychic led me right to it. Really? Yeah, and we're ready to do several more and create a TV show out of it for your viewing pleasure. That's what I'm talking about. Enterprise Joe. It's coming. Take care.